best thing about Head Start is that everybody in this agency believes wholeheartedly in what we hear, and that is we focus on every child, every family, every time. We believe that we provide a holistic view to educating families, to supporting families, to working in collaboration with families, whether it's health, whether it's any resources they may need in the environment, in the community, curriculum pieces. It's education in a broadest sense of the term, and so it's a top quality educational program. It's really top notch.
The teaching staff at the centers in every classroom, equally as well as the family educators, are very intentional in what they're doing with children to meet their outcomes. From the moment you walk in and the environment is a welcoming environment, the sense that families belong there, that's their identity, that they're part of this community, of this classroom.
I believe that the intentionality starts with preparation ahead of time. Teachers talk about what kind of questions they want to pose to the children to provoke their thoughts, to help them get to a higher level of thinking, to create that autonomy in their learning. And it's something that's discussed by teachers during their preparation days, their curriculum planning days. They talk about this as colleagues, and they prepare ahead of time, whether it's preparing the environment that's going to be there for the children, materials that are going to be set out, the kinds of questions, as I mentioned before, that will be posed to children.
If you see a child or the children who, are asking questions about certain things, and for example, the cars and how they run and what makes them run, and you take that and you start asking questions and start bringing in stuff and pictures and stuff like that, and you take that interest in that, their interest, and you implement it in the lesson plan, it's because they want to know about it, and so they're going to learn. And it's like all of us, if we want to know something and we start asking questions, we'll learn it because the interest is there. They love to be the teacher in the classroom, and they all have that opportunity to be one. And I tell them, we're all teachers. Every time you help someone and you explain something to them, you're being a teacher, you're teaching. And so what happens with them in the morning is for transition, I'll pick a teacher, and they'll sit on the sofa and they'll use the word transition to their little friends, and they'll explain what the word transition means to them.
That when teachers such as Letty allow children to take the lead or be teachers in a sense, it builds their confidence, it builds that self-worth and their idea that they're capable of anything.
Who can tell me what the word transition means?
To one place to another.
move from one place to another. That's the word transition. That's what it means. Okay, now we're going to pick a teacher. You know, I'm going to go ahead and ask Chloe to be the teacher this morning. Okay, and I'm going to move over here.
That's a little spot right there.
Yeah, well, I'll sit over here, and next time I'll sit over there, okay? Only because there's some more space here. Okay, go ahead.
What is transition? Well, one thing to another. It's don't matter.
Okay.
Can we pick friends? I want to play colors. Pick friends. Who you quieres ser pick friends.
A la otra.
Madison, pick a friend. Go ahead and pick a.
Okay, remember to know the water.
Naomi, pick a friend. Eric.
Walk your bodies to the restroom. Walking.
In terms of meal times, it's pretty endless on what children are getting. We can begin with that interaction, relationship building, connections, lots of language and literacy, new vocabulary, children talking about their interests and what they'll sequencing, what will they do when they're finished, what will they do when they come home, their daily experiences outside of the classroom as well. We can incorporate it into some mathematics, where children are talking about measurements and portions.
A big piece of it is we're building relationships during mealtime. We're talking about things that people talk about. People have conversations at mealtime. Adults have conversations at mealtime. They talk about what's important to them, what's happening in their lives. They're talking about their culture, whether it's individual or whether it's their ethnic culture. They're talking about all the things that make them who they are, make them unique individuals and special, and celebrating that and having those really important conversations. Besides the academic pieces, you can teach math, you can teach so many things, but a big piece of that is building those relationships during mealtime.
If I had one wish for my children, that would be that life would be good for them for the many years to come. I'd want them to be safe and okay.
My hope and desire when children leave the Head Start program, that they will leave as confident thinkers, and that they have lots of confidence to be able to tackle their day-to-day lives, problem-solving skills, asking questions, and that they still have that curiosity and wonder about how things work in life.
I also think that the lifelong learning piece is important. We give them the confidence to construct knowledge, co-construct knowledge with their peers, with teachers, and that's something we want them to be independent thinkers, creative thinkers, reflective thinkers, and that's what Head Start gives them. That's what CPC gives them that foundation for.